Up for sale, 1972 Chevelle. I'm going to walk around it, tell you about the car, fire it up, and then drive it. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. Thank you. Like I said, 72 Chevelle, finished in red with black interior, 454, 700 R4 automatic, 12-bolt rear, power steering, and power front disc brakes. As always, I'm going to go around it, everything I do know about it, point out anything I do see, fire it up, and then drive it. Of course, we'll start here in the front as always. And you might remember this car. About 14 months ago I had it. I sold it to a really nice gentleman. His name's Frank, not that that makes a difference. And took great care of the car. I mean, honestly, pride of short-term ownership here. You can go, no problem. Yeah. Obvious pride of ownership for the short term that he had it. Only put about 70 miles on it. And even my dad made the same comment that I did. It looks nicer than when I sold it to him. So I'm very familiar with the car, obviously. All original sheet metal. Trunk pan's original, all the floors original. Frame is nice, inner rockers, inner lower quarter. All original to the car, which is just huge, of course. You know, even just having a Chevelle with the original quarters alone is nice to see. I'm familiar with the engine, how it was built. And I have paperwork on that. But anyway, let's focus up here just on the chrome bumper right now, which is in nice condition. I think this is a little watermark if you see that, but nice otherwise as you go through it. And again, bezels, whatnot. Mr. Frank told me he had a guy come out and professionally detail it, and obviously you can tell by looking at it. You know, hood lines up nice. Okay, other than the hood, all original metal. But you get what I'm saying. The stripes are nice. Red with the black stripes is always a great look on the car. It's got a Super Sport dash in it. The 454 is a high performance. It's got dual quads on it, aluminum intake, Doug's ceramic headers, which again I'll show you when I pop the hood here in just a little bit. The 700 R4 automatic has a stall and maybe a shift kit, because when you shift in the first gear or shift out of first to second, boom, does it hit. So let me just pop this. Anyway, like I said, 454, Edelbrock aluminum intake, dual quads, Doug ceramic headers, power steering, power brakes with the front disc. Your trim tag is in place. I did take a picture of that. The engine bay is just as nice as it was when I sold it to Mr. Frank. And I'm not going to keep talking about that, but you get the idea. All nice here. Inner fender walls are nice. You can see the newer components there on the control arms on both sides. It was an air car. Of course, it's no longer there anymore, as you see. If anything jumps out at me, it's pretty. It actually is turnkey. I know. Again, same idea from when I started. A few pumps, about 3 pumps when it's cold, fires right up. When it's already warm, I would not pump it anymore. You know, being dual carburetors. But I'll start it now. There'll be no gas because I've moved it, and easy. Sometimes it'll crank a little bit, sometimes it'll fire right up. Anyway, we'll wrap this up here and then move on down the driver's side of the car as always. And again, you know, same wheels and tires that were on there a year ago. You see the disc brakes in the front, and then going down the side here, you see that's nothing, but there's one little mark there. It's a little hot out, so my phone's getting warm. I can't really see what's on my screen anymore. But 2 little marks, 3 little marks right there. Nice fitment to the rocker. Nice nice fitment to the quarter. Fender lines up to the door, nice. VIN is in place. No cracks in the glass. Your trim is nice. No cracks here. This trim is nice. No bubbling in there. Oh. Anyway, let me zoom back in here. I know there's a little door edge chip there. I know there's a little chip there. I remember that from before. How solid this door is here. Look at that original metal. No repairs there. The hole that you see there is nice. Weather stripping's nice. And then just jumping into the interior, the door panel still looks like new. Both seats look the same. The carpet's like new. Back out a little bit so you see it. You know, you see nice finish in the door jambs as well. And then it has a Super Sport dash in it, which I know from research is an aftermarket one because it doesn't have the fasten seatbelt light over here. You've heard me talk about that on the brown 72 that I have. That one has an original dash in it. No cracks in the dash, nice there. One thing I do remember is I know it's the original headliner with the original seatbelts up there and the original visors, which I boasted about last time because it's just a mint headliner. Tack, gas gauge, speedometer, radio works, I know that. All these gauges work down there. Horn works. Oh, we still got the key turned on. Yeah, so let's go through the paperwork here. Like I said, some information on the car, but first, a lot of receipts. Again, all the same receipts I had before. I know that the gentleman just had it tuned up not too long ago, so all that kind of stuff is new. Little advertisement. More receipts, more receipts, more receipts. Some other stuff. This was the pre-inspection that I did for the gentleman before he got it from me. Exterior lights work, gauges, wipers, radio works, horn works, everything still works. And again, that was 4/4/23 right before it went out. More receipts, more receipts, more receipts. Anyway, here. Now, I don't know what day this, or what year this was, because it says somewhere, a paint 2 years old, so I don't know when this actually was. Front end, upper and lower frame bushings. Again, you saw that over there. The rear brakes were new. It's a 411 12 bolt. 411 Posi 12 bolt rear. It's got the sway bar and traction bars in the back. New coil springs front and rear. Again, at whatever time this was. They did the ball joints, tie rod ends, idler arm, front sway bar again, whatever time that was. It's a 454 motor that's been bored. Unsure how much though. Ceramic coated piston, crane cam, roller rockers, dual carbs and manifold. Of course, headers, Flowmaster exhaust is 2.5 inch, 700 R4 trans, which was rebuilt. New bumpers at that time, as you could see front and back, how nice they are. Interior is new except the headliner, which is original. I figured that out on my own. Super Sport dash, again, like I said. Weather stripping, stainless polished. New parking light assembly. Super Sport hood, Super Sport dashes. Badges, rear view mirror new. Not that that's a big deal. It's a electronic ignition. They say Petronics. Torque thrust wheels and tires. Trunk mat, trunk seal. So there you go. Oops. And you can tell that all this interior was new at the time it was done. And the headliner is just like new, really. Working dome light, no hole. Once again, my storage filled up on my phone. I gotta delete some of these videos. I was saying about the headliner, no holes in it, and that's exactly the way it is. The thing I left off over here. Even like the nice finish here with the trim piece. nice attention to detail throughout in the interior. Got the key. I remember the same, like I like this line here that they did, that's finished nicely. I remember the same couple little imperfections here over the trim piece. And then nice finish all the way down. Nice and clean there. Little scuff right there on the car. But anyway, let me just focus up here on this bumper, which still looks like new. Trunk lid lines up nice on both sides. Trying to see if anything jumps out at me. Nice back window, trim is nice. Nicely painted there. I got Chevelle floor mats for front and back, spare. He threw that little booklet in, I left it because it's the red and black Chevelle. Just like this. Nice in here. You can see the newer weather stripping. You can see the stamping on the quarter. Can I find this one? You can just faintly make it out there. And then I'll show you the trunk. You see it's got like a blue and black spatter paint in here. And then the underneath of the trunk, for what you can see, is its original. If you can make that out. Very solid. I could jump up and down in this if I wanted to. No bubbles there. That came off. Oh, little indent in that trim. I'm pretty sure that was there before. Nice in there. And then you could make out how nicely finished the top of this is. Sometimes they skimp out there. Again, mint right there. Weather stripping is nice. And again, new door panel. I'm almost ready. Anyway, though. Nice there. It will be up for sale later today on my website, nextgenclassiccars.com and eBay. Both links will be in the description of this video if you want to check it out. Let us know. And then I remember here, a couple little touch-ups on this edge. Maybe it was a little too close back when they first painted the car. And I see a little chip there. There's some white things on here, but this is like splatter from moving it over. But this is a mark there. The other stuff is not. I'm almost done. Just stay here. Anyway, thank you for watching, and we're gonna drive it and then get in and drive it now. Thank you. I'd like you to do something. Well, no, at the end. Keep driving right now. It's the same thing I did last time. I'll tell you when we get there. I drove it the last time in the video. I looked, because remember how we wrote up an inspection form the last time? Well, you didn't. You weren't a part of it. Mister just comes and lays on the couch under a blanket. Yeah, they put like 70 miles on it.
That's it?
Yeah.
I put almost 150 in the Jaguar.
I know. I'd like you to do that, but from a standstill over here. I don't know. So just kind of line it up over here. Just
Yeah, we don't. Yeah.
no, we're not beating on it. We're displaying the power in a car with power.